Hello there, and welcome back to another video, and today I will be speed building and reviewing the second model of LEGO set number 42088, the Cherry Picker from LEGO Technic. Now, 1 year ago today, I reviewed this very set, and that was my first ever video. So, to celebrate it being a year since then, I thought I'd remake the video. Now, in this year, you have watched my videos over 1,040 times, and 26 of you have subscribed. And all I can say for that is thank you, because I basically just started this as something to do for a bit of fun in the midst of a pandemic. And here I am, 1 year later, doing it for a bit of fun in the midst of a pandemic. Anyway, this set has 155 pieces and 0 minifigures, and it is right here. So today I'm going to build this and wrap it up into a very quick speed build. Here is the completed build. Build time today was just over 25 minutes, and let's just jump straight into it. Now, there are some nice details on this, but as far as I know, I don't think this is meant to represent a specific vehicle, more than just representing a tow truck in general. So, I'm just gonna say it's just representing just a vague picture of what a tow truck looks like. So you can see it's got a nice shape with the windscreen here. This is all part of the mechanism, and there is also this nice decoration here with this Technic axle, and I like how that's been put at an angle. And you can also see here that there's the brake lights and the hook, and of course it's on wheels so it can roll around. Now, the front doesn't look too great. I mean, it's got these sirens again and these headlights, but other than that, there's not really much going on. And you can see this worm gear for the mechanism as well, and you can't really see the seats. And I'd definitely say it's not as good as the front of the main model, but it still works and it still doesn't look bad. The seats on this are almost the same as the seats on the original build. The only difference is these use a Technic pin to connect them, with a higher friction than the one that's used to connect them in the main build. But that just means it won't fall over as easily, but they're held in place anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. This side is just the exact same as the other side, just reversed, so I don't need to say anything more about it and we can continue. Now, I would actually say that the back of this looks better than the back of the main model. Now you can see these brake lights, and that's the main reason, because the brake lights on the main build aren't very easy to see. But as you can see, most of the back is taken up by this here, so if I just move that out of the way, you can see there's not much there anyway. These can be folded down together. I'm not sure whether that's as like something to put the car's wheels on as it's being towed, or just because there was nothing to hold it in place and that's why you can move it. But in the middle here, there is also a nice place to rest the arm. Speaking of the arm, as you saw, there is some functionality with it. Because of course, by turning this, it turns this worm gear, which turns this large round gear, which raises and lowers the arm. Now, I'd actually say that's more hidden than it was in the main build, and I think that is great. I also like how they put it up here. I just I just prefer it when the controls are on the top of the vehicle. I don't really know why. But as you can see, the arm is mostly white with an orange tip at the end, and that is to tow cars on. Now, yes, I do know that this doesn't come with the set, and it isn't the same scale, and it isn't built with the same building system, but I've just got it here to show you how it would work. So the tow truck would come up and hook onto the bottom end of the car, and then you can just drive around with it. And of course you can lift it up, but it doesn't work as well if you lift it up. It does work quite well if you drive it forwards, but you can't really drive backwards with it. But then normally you wouldn't have that issue, since normally you wouldn't be using cars with this. This is just for to show how a tow truck would work. All in all, I think this is a great rebuild to a great set. I really like the functionality of it, and I like all the little details. And yes, it's not the best looking thing ever, but it's a nice sturdy thing. It's fun to play around with. And the other great thing about it is how few spare pieces there are. Now that isn't many spare pieces, especially considering quite a few of them are just connectors. So if you get all the pieces that aren't just connect, you can see that that is not many at all. And there's also not many connectors. So this is just a great thing, and it uses almost all of the spare pieces. And the other thing is you could quite easily fit a lot of these in, so that could even reduce how many spare pieces there are, but I think it's already great considering how few there are. Thanks for staying with me for this long year, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.